wondering when, if ever, your brother will join us.
I don't know if he's going to.
Doesn't seem like it, no.
He seemed interested, and I don't want to push him if he doesn't want to, but he said he,
Right.
you know, he said he was interested. And I don't know if he's legitimately just working a lot, because I know he just got that new job, or...
Oh, probably. He's working 2 jobs, right? That takes a lot of time.
Or
it makes people depressy.
Yeah. I didn't mind working 2 jobs, but I knew that it wasn't going to be a forever thing. I made enough money at the first job to support myself, and the rest was basically just extra. And so I was basically just working for, like, savings and, like, stuff to, like, so I had money to blow. And then when I was done, I just quit the second job.
Yeah, sometimes I debate just quitting and escaping and just disappearing for a while.
Disappearing sounds nice.
It does. Is that a rhinoceros?
Looks like it with a spiked tail.
Get him. Whack. Critical hit.
I'm trying to come at him from behind where he's less armored, and also so he can't charge me head on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's not putting up much to fight, is he?
Not really. I think my strategy worked. Galaxy brain plays and all that. I'm tired, man.
I get that. Fiery Gorge? What a name.
Yeah. I've been recording a bunch of Sims videos. Oh no. Will I be able to get back if I go down here?
Maybe hop on the right, like along there.
Maybe when I head back. But so I've been recording a bunch of Sims videos, and I kind of have been hyper-focusing on it because of my ADHD. And so I've been spending just hours and hours and hours down here in the basement, which I don't usually do, in the computer chair, which I think we've discussed before, that I have 2 chairs that I keep switching off, because one is good for my back and the other one is good for my ass, because there's not a lot of cushion in the one that's good for my back. And so I'm just so sore. Like, I am just beat.
Oh, poor thing. You gotta find the Goldilocks chair, you know, just right.
I know, but we spent like, I want to say like $100 or almost $100 on this really nice computer chair that turned out to be not so nice. Maybe if I can find like a cushion to add to it, like to sit on top of the seat, that might be a nice middle ground.
I know my, probably get one. I know, but if you get one though, you add it on, and those things tend to slip off.
Right. Might have to have tie-ons. It's also supposed to vibrate, like it's supposed to be like a massage chair, basically, but it has to be plugged in, and you would think it would come with a battery pack, but it does not, and the cord for it to plug in is like 6 inches long, and I am nowhere near a plug-in close enough. And I'm just like, who designed this fucking chair? And it's funny, I see like...
extension?
Probably. I'll have to look into it. It hasn't exactly been high on the priority list. The funny thing to me is that I see bigger, like, YouTubers and streamers using the same model of chair, and I'm just like, were they also duped and then had like a sunk cost fallacy issue where they were just like, well, I already spent the money on it.
Pretty much.
Or do they genuinely like it and I'm just too picky?
Nah. I get where you're coming from, because the chairs at work suck. And I had to go searching around the office, and I found like a chair in the conference room that suited my taste, so I went and swapped it out. I'm like, I ain't working in those conditions. I'm gonna steal this chair.
Unacceptable
And then,
condition!
huh?
Sorry, I was quoting that unacceptable conditions thing.
And then, well, you know, my boss, like a couple years ago when COVID hit, he's like, whatever you need to work from home, even the chair if you want to. I'm like, so I stole the chair. Although it's getting a little worn out in the bum area.
Right, that makes sense. Oh, he's pink. Why is he pink?
Oh no.
So, I keep watching, I got back into my rabbit holes and my deep dives about Zelda again. So, I'm really excited to play Tears of the Kingdom, which should be out sometime in the next year. I can't remember if they dropped a release date yet or not. And so now I want to play, after this, I would like to play Breath of the Wild on, I would say on stream, but I'm not streaming anymore, I'm just recording long plays. Long plays! That's the fucking word for it. I can never remember what to call these. Because they're Let's Plays, but they're in like a streaming format. Fucking long plays. God, I'm an idiot. So I want to do that next. But it is a fucking long game, and I haven't decided if I want to 100% it. Because that's like, that's how I love to play games. Like, that is just my thing, you know? And I've already kind of started to build a brand around, like, that's just what I do, is check every little nook and cranny and do every single thing. But it's such a goddamn huge game. Like, I've 100%ed it twice before, just, like, on my own time, and Jesus Christ, it takes forever.
I don't know how I would feel about that. I get bored very easily with video games. I would not be able to do it, that's for sure.
Nah, I hyper-focus, man. Especially when I'm 100%ing, because then I'm doing, like, all the side quests and stuff, which is, like, you know, small tasks, for, like, short bursts of dopamine, and my brain is just like, give me all the small things to check off the list.
I just don't, I don't know. I'd rather be immersed in some kind of fantasy world, whether that be through literature or anime or, you know, whatever. I just can't actively play something because then I'm doing the work and, like, not just passively, you know, immersing myself in it.
See, that's how I feel about video games, though, because I really only play the fantasy ones or Sims, where you can kind of make up your own story. But even then, like, I buy all of the DLC, so I have, like, the mermaids and the vampires and the witches and all that. But I greatly prefer my games on the easiest setting, unless it's, like, insultingly easy, but even then, if I'm recording or streaming, then, like, part of my focus is on, you know, talking and stuff. So I probably will do, like, the baby setting. And then the best part is always, like, the chit-chat with your party members and the cutscenes and, like, all of the story and the character and world building. So it literally, to me, video games have always just been a book or a movie that I can run around in for as long as I want. Like, it only ends when I'm ready for it to end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep, I do. I do get it. Your guy is still stoned.
Oh my god, I can't get the fucking bird. Come here. Attack me. Come here.
He's like, no, I'm staying here.
Right above the fucking, it's not quicksand, but like the slidey sand, so I can't fucking...
Yeah. Ooh, got his attention.
I say we give up and just break up the... Yeah, no, that was super not worth it. I'm not spending all of my time trying to figure that out.
I think he was just caught in a weird place.
Yeah. I don't super love it here.
The slidey sand.
Slidey sand, yeah, not a fan. I want to tell you all about my Sims videos, but this video is going to go out a lot sooner than any of the ones that I've recorded. But when I tell you that shit is going down, like, holy fuck, there are deaths, there is cheating, there is polyamory, there is so many babies, Rachel, so many goddamn babies. Insanity. Pure insanity.
How many babies?
Two of them I tend to like think of in my head as being part of it, but that happened like from the last batch, so that video's actually been out for a few weeks. But including them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7. Not all in one family, mind you. It's like over the course of like an extended family, but it's still like an intense amount of babies.
Tell me, are you wanting a baby, Caelyn?
You know,
Tell me you want a child without telling me you want a child.
I've actually, you know, been thinking about that a lot here lately because it's that goddamn bird again. No, we're just gonna go this way. No, wait, which way do I need to go? I'm getting lost. Okay, I need to go down here. Yep, I got lost. But so I have PCOS, so I'm not like officially infertile, but like if I turn out to be infertile, it won't be a surprise to literally anyone. So I've been thinking a lot about like dealing with the sadness of that and sort of grieving that, and for the most part I've really made my peace with it. Oh, there's people here. We will put a pin in this conversation because I sense a cutscene.
Kinda sexy there, man.
Right? Dude, I am such— oh my god, blue hair and red hair? God damn it, it's just—
oh my god! What? What a
I
spicy
lifted your
relationship.
curse. Now show
Indeed.
some gratitude and prove your usefulness.
I lifted your curse.
Bil, Ben. I believe you have a score to settle. This is your last chance.
I have to fight these fuckers again. I hate these guys.
Move! I mean it!
Yeah!
To face us.
What if I
I
don't
won't
want them?
go easy on you like last time. Behold this dark power that Belladonna has given us.
Oh, they gotta level up.
Let's
Yay!
get it done, Ben.
Hey.
On it.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
Secret attack. Evil fusion.
Yeah.
For some reason these ninjas remind me of JP.
What's that?
That whole ninja cutscene kind of reminded me of JP.
Yeah, I can see that.
Us from bringing
Yeah. He was always very excited about reenacting all the moves and stuff.
Yep.
Shit. Okay. So that he's resistant to what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. All of it? No? Okay. That did a little something. Okay. Trying to remember. Oh shit, I have a goddamn dodge roll! And I'm doing it into a wall. I have another. That is not the correct. Is it that one? No.
I just feel like if this were realistic.
Allow me. Don't keep me waiting.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember my spell menu. Is it? Nope, that's not it. Okay. What am I missing here? R and F. Switch characters. No. Q! Q, yeah. Okay. There we go! Christ! That was entirely too difficult to remember for something that's literally on the screen.
The Q and the E.
In the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. So he's resistant to everything but this holy bolt thing. Good to know. Okay, I need some magic. This is probably not going to give me very much. Oh, more than I expected. If I hit him a few times, theoretically I'll get some more. There we go.
Actually did pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you challenging me?
Where'd the other one go?
They fuse together, so they're like one, like...
Ah.
God
Oh.
damn it!
I shouldn't have said anything.
Speak of the devil.
You
Okay, somebody healed me. Alright, that was fast. Or did they res me? I think they might have I think I might have died.
Oh no.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Probably not the worst boss fight I've ever had.
Probably better than I expected.
Hi everybody, it is Caelyn Gamer, and I hope you're enjoying the video, but right now, it is time for our weekly showcase of the t-shirt of the week and the coffee mug of the week, where every time I do one of these RPG videos, I will show off one of the t-shirts and the coffee mugs from my collection, because that's what I collect. I collect t-shirts and I collect coffee mugs. So starting off, this is the t-shirt I am wearing this week from T-Turtle. Not all of my cool, geeky t-shirts that I like to show off are from T-Turtle, but the vast majority are. I literally have like a bookshelf instead of a dresser dedicated to them so I can sort of like see them. But this one is Witcher themed, and so obviously you have the wolf who is supposed to be Geralt. My only critique is that he's not white because he's supposed to be the white wolf. He just has like a little bit on his tail. And then this is Jaskier, the bard, with his little guitar lute thingy, and he is a squirrel. But yeah. So that's the t-shirt. If you're interested in that, I'm not sponsored. I just really, really love T-Turtle, and I just love an excuse to show them off at any opportunity. And let's be real, I don't leave the house enough to be able to do that in person. So you guys get to see it. And for the coffee mug, I think I got this one just from like Meyer, but it is themed like Disney's Aristocats, which I loved as a kid. I was obsessed. Obviously, like Marie-themed, Paris-themed, Marie and Paris, with the pink. And it's even pink on the inside, and I just think it's adorable, and it's fucking huge. It's not the biggest coffee mug I own, not by a long shot, but it's like perfect for like a really large cup from a Keurig, with all of your like your sugar, and I do a little bit of ice because I'm one of those weirdos. I don't like the coffee to burn my mouth, and it's the perfect size to fit everything in there all at once. And yeah, so those are the t-shirt of the week and the coffee mug of the week, and check out next week's video for a whole new one from my collection. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the series, if you could, would you please go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. It's going really, really well. What's it for me? Trying to remember what I was saying before all this.
You don't have to talk, you gotta fight. So if you deal damage to one of them, does it deal it to both of them?
Not currently, no. And I have a sneaking suspicion that when they inevitably fuse back together, because you know they're fucking going to.
Well, when they unfused earlier, they had the same level of damage.
Did they? I assume, that when they fuse back together, they're gonna have at least some of their health back. Like, it'll restart the meter a little bit.
Will not fall.
But that's just a hunch.
I mean, it makes sense, honestly. Yeah.
This game would be really, really miserable if hitting them with my staff did not get me some of my magic back.
Oh,
Like-
is that what that was?
Yeah, like all the crystals flying from him, that's magic crystals that I'm getting back.
Ah.
And if I didn't have a way to regen that magic, this would be absolute hell.
Yeah, agreed.
That being said, I feel like if they designed the game that way, then shit wouldn't cost nearly as much magic as it does. Like, it would last longer. But that would just, you know...
I don't know, kind of makes sense. If you're getting magic back from them.
Yeah, as it is, it's fine.
Oh!
Did I do it? Oh shit! They did not refuse! I
was expecting it too.
Yeah. Alright, well that's surprising. Happy for that. It's the last time I have to deal with these guys, because that'd be amazing.
Right?
And we just soldier on as if we didn't just murder 2 people.
What did Belladonna
Right.
doing here anyway? Is she
Oh.
after the Mana Stones too?
And those 2 ladies.
I do not know what Belladonna is planning, but she will answer for what she did to my father.
Oh, will she?
I mean,
She seems kind of badass.
she does, yes. We do keep consistently kicking her minions' asses, though, so we might hold out a chance. Fiery Gorge. All that just to get into the dungeon that we have to fight our way through.
Ridiculous.
Okay, ridiculous. Oh god, okay. So... At least it shows us where the fire is. Let's save real quick, heal up. So the baby thing. Basically where I've landed is that I am okay with the idea of not having kids. I would like to adopt,
This is my fight.
but
No need to trouble.
I'm gonna be real with you. I ended up on the side of TikTok, from where there's a bunch of adoptees, like telling their stories and talking about how it's not all it's cracked up to be, and like there's still trauma there from being removed from your biological parents. Like babies, like that trauma is still in their system. Like they're still panicking because you're the only scent they've ever known, the only voice they've ever heard, you know, and all of a sudden you're just gone. So babies do experience trauma from being, like, that's well documented, but it wasn't something that I knew previously. Is there something over there? And also there is the fact that a lot of people who adopt, especially, and this is all like what I've gotten from hearing people's stories. I don't want to sound like an authority on the subject. This is just sort of what I've been learning. Like I definitely want to preface that. But basically, a lot of people who adopt babies might do it with the best of intentions. Some don't. But usually it's to fill that hole in their heart or in their family, you know? And it's less about doing something good for the kid and making sure they have a stable environment, and more about, like, what can I get out of this? How can this fulfill me? And so that inevitably leads to, like, mistreatment and resentment if they don't turn out the way you wanted. And it's just like people a lot of times don't deal with the trauma of being infertile, and that can spill out onto how they treat the kid. And, you know, all of that rolled up into the fact that, like, infant adoption is shady as shit. Like, adopting from the foster care system also has its own concerns as far as like
We should continue
like
on our
why did they end up in the foster care system? Could something have been done about like the parents' like financial situation so they could have like stayed with their family? Should there have been more of an effort to place the kid with like a grandparent or an aunt and uncle, like family placement, while the parent tried to get things together? So that's already kind of fraught. But specifically asking for babies because you think that they're a blank slate is shady as shit, and it's literally just an industry to make money. Like, there aren't enough babies to go around right now. And here we are, you know, with abortion being banned and access to birth control being hard to get. And, like, that's not a fucking coincidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
So, all of that to say, I have very conflicting feelings about potentially adopting a kid because I would want to do it right. And there's so many pitfalls, and I would want so much information ahead of time, and just to, like, I would need to go to therapy, like, at that point, specifically for that issue, to make sure that I am as ready as I could be to help this kid, you know, through...
I think no one's ever ready.
No one's ever ready for a kid. You can be more ready. There's definitely certainly times in a person's life where, like, I think you maybe shouldn't be, you should maybe be taking precautions because it'd be especially bad if you did it right now. But,
Yeah.
like, no one's ever ready for a kid. But I still wouldn't want to go into, something that fragile isn't the right word, but it's the closest I can think of a situation. Completely blank.
Delicate?
Yeah, delicate is maybe the right word.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would rather do like the fostering
Yeah.
because and I would rather do the older kids, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I'm a more laid back, hands off kind of person. When you take in the younger kids, you gotta
unbeatable.
parent them more. But when they're older, they just looking for a place to stay until they can get out.
I will.
And I would be
This is my fight.
more into that kind of situation. Because the whole goal of fostering is to get them back to their family.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or at least it should be. A lot of
Yeah.
people treat it that way. I am definitely open to fostering. Again, I would still want to do more research and really sort of deal internally with my feelings on that first.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever do it just because you have a lot of drama to deal with. I'm not a drama kind of person.
I think the thing that's...
Any
Sorry, no.
kind of situation with family is it's gonna have drama.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that concerns me, is that I would never ever want to be that foster parent that keeps them away from their family
The trouble?
unless there's like an absolute reason where like they absolutely shouldn't be in the same room together. Because sometimes there is like abuse and stuff, but then you have to sort of peel back, like, why is the abuse there? Does the parent not have access to, you know, like mental health care and shit? Would they be better off, you know, would they be able to parent better if they had access to therapy and that kind of thing? So, like, basically the system's fucked, and I feel bad about it. But I would never want to be that kind of foster parent that keeps the kid away from their family unnecessarily. But I do worry about what feelings will inevitably come up having to deal with that, because you know there's going to be.
oh yeah.
So just all thoughts running through my head. Oh shit.
Yeah, everything's just everything's a balance. It's difficult either way.
But basically where I'm at is considering fostering, considering adoption, but not of a baby. And if it doesn't happen, if I never settle on a decision, I think I'm okay with that. I think I can go on to lead a very fulfilling life, and I don't need a baby. When I was younger, that is not how I felt. That is absolutely...
Yeah, you really wanted a kid.
I needed a baby to live. I would grieve so badly because I couldn't have a kid at various stages of my life because of medical issues or financial issues, or at one point I was in a really abusive marriage, but I still wanted the kid. And I would feel so much heartache about it that I would be in physical actual pain. Like my arms, it's weird. When I get like really like grieving and like really, really intense despair, my fingers will start to go numb, and not numb exactly, but like pins and needles to the point that like they just ache. I'm not explaining this very well.
Yeah, I think I know the feeling you're talking about, like that heartache
Yeah.
that just shoots down your arms.
Yep.
And I've had it where like it's very brief when I experience it. It doesn't stay, or it doesn't turn my fingers numb, but I get the feeling that you're talking about, and it must stay for a longer time than what I experienced before.
Oh shit, they're there. But I'm gonna put a pin in this because we have a cutscene coming up, but I do have more thoughts. Basically about where like all that pain stemmed from, I think.
Oh no!
Oh
Stop right there.
Come no further. Unless you want me to throw her into the flames.
no! Goodness.
No.
Looks like a very bad acting BDSM scene. Ah!
More of you? This is not over yet.
That's all it took for you to run away. Are you serious? Hi, Hawkeye.
Dart.
Is she all right?
She's unconscious, but we can't leave her in this weakened state for long. Belladonna cursed her.
I thought she said she lifted the curse.
Something
Yeah, I thought
managed
she
to
said
break the
something.
curse, but Jessica's been wearing the choker of death for so long. Her body and soul are both at their limits. She needs rest.
Okay.
Hang in there, Jessica.
That's not what you just said, Hawkeye.
Huh?
Hawkeye?
I'll take her back to the Oasis of Dean. You need to follow Belladonna. She's trying to release the energy of that Mana Stone. Good luck.
Yay! Okay, well, he got his girlfriend back, so that's awesome. Not awesome for me because my ship is him with Angela, but that's mostly just because they both have various shades of purple hair. Oh,
You
yeah.
got a color map. Oh, that. Yeah.
Got a
take that back.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, wait.
I did absolutely ship 2 couples in school because 2 of them had bright red hair, and I was like, well, the redheads have to date. Like that's the law. I think this was like 4th grade, and then I shipped 2 other kids who had the same name, but it was like a gender neutral name. The Jodies. I shipped Jody and Jody.
This is so weird when people have the same name and they date. It's just so weird.
I know, but as a kid, it was a very appealing thought. I thought it was very cute. I desperately wanted it to happen.
Behold! This is the pure energy the Mana Stones hold within. I lifted the girl's curse so I might sacrifice her life to break the Mana Stone seal and bring us closer to the sanctuary.
Well, you failed that.
Makes no sense.
Foiled that plan.
You done fucked up,
Luckily, I placed
Ron.
the souls of Bil and Ben in place of hers. Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative.
Oh, shit.
We are one step closer to the sanctuary. All hail his dark majesty!
What's the opposite of failing upward? Because that's what we just did. We succeeded downward. When you do the right thing and it still bites you in the fucking ass.
Anyway, that's just karma.
She's released the energy
Should have mind your business.
We know that Belladonna's trying to open the portal, just like the Altanans. Everyone is after the sword.
Yeah.
Things could hardly be worse.
I have news for you.
If the sword of mana falls into evil hands, Mana Tree will die. Mana
Dun, dun,
power
dun.
will disappear. Then the Benevodons will be released. We cannot let that happen. We have to find the elementals and open the portal before the enemy does.
We knew all
We
this.
need that sword.
Thanks for the pep talk, I guess. Oh, her hair is pink at the bottom. That's cute. She still has the weird finger ears, though. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hear you.
He's got the
That lady
RBF.
royalty stuff the Firestone. Take
Yeah,
me
he
with
does.
you. Then I'll make her pay. She's gonna get it.
The voice acting in this is so bad, and I don't know why it's so much worse for the elementals, but it is.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, so terrifying. God, it's like when my in-law's dog is like growling at you because he's like half a foot tall. And he thinks he's like, I'm a big, bad, mean dog. And we're like, okay, you little ankle biter, whatever. You have something to prove, I guess.
We found the fire and water
Yeah,
elementals.
that's just
Now
dash
what
hounds
are we
for you.
supposed to do? We can always try Dusk Moon Forest to the southeast of Volsena. If we are not in good form, we may have trouble with the beastmen who live there.
Yay.
Who is switching classes?
Probably no one. But we can see.
Try to switch your class.
Okay.
Okay.
You need more experience. before
God
you
damn it!
switch classes. Cheer up. We can try again later.
Try to switch your class. Failure!
Failure! It's like she's taunting us.
Yeah.
Okay, did we go through this whole thing? We did not. But we can't get to the rest of it, so I assume it's gonna make us come back at some point. Shit! You know what we haven't used yet? We haven't used this fucking rope. Magic rope, magic rope. I think it worked. I assume it worked. There's a loading screen. Yay! Yeah, okay, we still can't get through. Can I, like, jump around it? Nope, I cannot.
You died.
That went well. Oh, there's a cutscene. The fire bursts are too strong. Whoops. Yep.
Smell good. Stay me.
Damn it. So the blue-haired girl is safe. The red-headed girl is evil but hot. Like, the plot is happening technically, I guess, but it kind of just feels like we're rehashing everything we already knew. But
Multiple times, yeah.
in its defense, I have played this game part of the way through already, so like it's extra super not new to me. So that might be like sort of where that's like weighing on me.
Stemming from.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, I heard this already. Burning sands.
So we haven't been up here, but I get the weird feeling we can't reach it yet. Otherwise we would have. But I might be wrong. And there's something over here. Which we have to get up here anyway, and there's no fast travel in this game, so we might as well try and hit it up on the way, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like if we keep to the right side, we'll be good for a while.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
I'm not fighting you in the sand. I'm not doing it. I don't give enough of a shit to do that. Oh shit, there's a thing up here. So the infertility pain. So obviously, like, for anyone who wants a kid, the fact that you can't have one is gonna hurt. That's just common sense. Like, I'm not saying I'm special for, like, you know, like I have super special feelings concerning it. But I will add this. I think part of the problem, like part of the intensity. God damn it, it's the same fucking sand, man. Part of it is that we grew up, you know, fundamentalist Christian, and so much of my identity, as it was, you know, taught that it should be to me, was that I had to be a good wife and mother, and that the only thing worthwhile that you could do as a woman was to be a good wife and mother and be, like, subservient to your husband, and, like, maybe you could be a missionary depending on which church you went to, and maybe you could preach a little, but it was still kind of frowned upon, and, like, in some churches it's just absolutely not allowed. And so, like, my worth as a human being was I have to have babies. I have to be a good wife, which, you know, I had 2 husbands at that point. And so anytime I was married, I was like, okay, first box checked, now comes the babies. And it just kept not happening. And when I tell you that my self-esteem had never been lower, when I felt, like, I just felt like about an inch high all of the time, and like a massive failure. And I had to really work through all of that and realize, like, really realize, like, deep in my soul, not just, like, logically in my head, that was just not true. And I could travel, and I could write books, and just, you know, do YouTube, and just do the things that make me happy. And I didn't need a baby to do any of that. I don't need a baby to be happy. And basically, just another reason to say fuck the church.
Yeah. They like to brainwash.
They really do. It was a long, hard road to get to that point, because even once I recognized it logically, it was like, that doesn't make the feelings go away.
No. Can't help what you feel. And how you manage the feelings.
Yeah.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
And it still makes me sad sometimes that, like, I might not be able to have kids, but, like, I am genuinely, like, I don't lose sleep over it anymore. It's usually just, like, a sad thought, and then I move on. It's not like I am out of commission for a week because I got so fucking depressed about it I couldn't get out of bed.
Glad you're at that point.
Yeah. Definitely used to be, like, I would get that depressed about it. And there's no shame in that. You do have to move through it eventually. You can't live your life like that, though.
Well, yeah, it's either you get through it or... one of the two.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. There's a ledge over here I have to jump down. I don't want to fight these guys again. I already fought these guys.
I thought you did.
That fucking respawn timer. Swear to God. Okay, we're almost there. I think... No? I thought he said he was going to the... Oh. We're supposed to go to the Midnight Forest with all the werewolf people. And then Hawkeye took the blue-haired girl back to this little hamlet right here that we're standing in front of the gate for. So we should probably check in and see if they're actually here. And how they're doing. I don't love these rhinos.
And they just stand there, it's fine.
Yeah. They're not hard to beat, there's just a lot of them. Mostly I'm just bored of staring at so many of them. Like, is that seriously the only monster design you could come up with? That and
monsters. Yeah, the birds. Those annoying birds.
The burbs. And then they fucking Pokemon that shit and, like, evolve halfway through the battle, and then their life meter recharges or whatever.
Yeah. Get a boost.
Boost? Okay, so they're probably at the inn. If they're here at all. The game might have just, like, forgotten about them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. They're not here.
Welcome. Come again.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Come again.
Come again.
Your okay bye reminds me of a guy that I talked to on the phone. He works with an internet company, likes to call in. Whenever he goes to sign off, like, on his call, he's like, alright, okay, bye, and just hangs up.
Okay, bye. Yeah, I think the game forgot about them.
Well, yeah, I mean, our job's to go elsewhere.
Yeah. Still though. Like, I talk about how much this game reminds me of a Dragon Quest game, but, like, if they took out all the really great parts that made it amazing. And, like, a Dragon Quest game absolutely would have remembered to put them where it said they were gonna go, and maybe even give you a side quest about it.
I see.
Because they're really good at like the world building and the character development and shit.
Alright, we'll clear your way.
No!
Okay.
For me, I would just run through everything. I'd be like, alright, I'm done with this.
I am tempted to, but if I do that, then I'm gonna be severely underleveled, and then
Yeah.
hell. Trust me, I want to. Speaking of Dragon Quest games, and speaking of the running past enemies, I want to try, when I eventually get around to doing Dragon Quest VIII, which is my favorite game of all time, hands down, no contest. I need to like do their level up shit. I'm kind of interested in playing the 3DS version instead of the PS2 version, which is what I grew up on. The graphics take a bit of a hit, and the music isn't as good because it's for the 3DS. But they added like a bunch of extra like content, and like a couple of side characters are now available for party members and shit. But additionally, they also made the monsters visible, so you have to like run into them to fight them. Whereas before it was just you would be walking down a road, and god damn these fucking birds. I'm not doing this. Not doing it. How did I? Okay. I ran right past that
There was.
thing.
Oh, there's a shiny.
There's a shiny. Okay. There's gotta be a way to do this. Okay, I can get the shiny. But before it was just random encounters, so you'd just be walking down the road and all of a sudden you'd get a screen saying like, oh, you're under attack. So you didn't have like, I mean, you could try and escape like I'm doing here, but it wouldn't always work. Yeah, I legit don't know where this other entrance to this little thing is. Oh shit, it's so small. I totally missed that. So I'm kind of afraid that if I play that version of the game, then I'm just gonna keep running past the enemies all of the time because now it's fucking convenient to do so.
Whoa, I had some height to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and then in which case you wouldn't level up at all.
Exactly, and that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, you found the little cactus guy. You found the little cactus.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so we finally got back here, which is potentially awesome. I have no idea what is this way. Oh, guess we'll find out.
Let us work together.
I am over running around in this fucking desert, but also, I have to 100%. I have to. It's in my fucking DNA. I need that fucking dopamine. I think I talked at one point about how I was in my spare time playing Kingdoms of Amalur. I haven't in a while since that point, but god damn it, I enjoy map clearing. But that map is so big, and there is just so much stuff to fucking collect that I had to take a break. I had to take a break. I was losing my fucking mind. I am nowhere near the end of this game. I have done, I don't know how much story is in this game, but considering that apparently it was designed to be an MMO, I'm probably maybe like 5%, maybe 10% of the way through this game's story. And I've spent, God, I don't know how many hours. I don't know how many hours trying to clear the map. And I am maybe like 30, 40% done with just the map. Just the map, not even the story. It is intense. Yeah, it is a lot. Okay. What do you want from me? Okay. That's a thing. Alright, so something tells me there's going to be an explosion or a rock slide or something that will free that up, because I straight up can't get back there. Okay. Well, at least I checked.
Yeah.
Oh! Jeez! I totally missed that. Whee! I gotta go the long way around. Damn it. What I wouldn't give for fast travel in this game.
Out of my way before I break you.
So what have you been up to?
Reading this, comic that has like 2,500 plus chapters.
Damn!
Yeah, I started it like sometime last week, and I'm already like 1,300 in.
So I assume there's short chapters then.
Oh yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Take it out. Before it does more damage.
But it's like they're all very similar, so like I keep mixing it up with other ones that I've read recently too.
Ah.
And there's a lot that happens, so it's like trying to keep the storyline straight is challenging at times.
So what's it about?
It's one of your typical fantasy worlds where they have these levels of, what do you call them? It's called Martial Peak, so it's like a martial arts comic, and you have these certain levels you go through. Where you more level up you go, of course, the more skills you have, and the higher level of control, and you know. All that jazz, but basically this kid didn't have the right type to cultivate his ki, and he stumbled across this book in the mountains, and like he opened it, like gave him like special skeleton, and like it guided him in his beginning journey, and like he became this strong disciple in his sect, and then kept going and going, and like now he's in a different world altogether, and there's been a lot of people he's met along the way, and it's just really hard to keep straight.
That sounds a lot like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Out of my way before I break you.
It's really good. I've liked it. I've quite enjoyed it, reading it. Very popular on the site that I'm reading it on too, so.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely expected when you said you were reading something and then hesitated for it to be erotica of some sort. And I'm like,
I do occasionally, you know, take breaks and switch. But
we all do
now
it.
it's got like, yeah, it's got like 2,500 plus chapters, and I've just been quite obsessed with just. When I get into a story like it, I gotta read it all the way through, and I just can't stop. Quite obsessive actually, but just before like when you hit me up about tonight, I was debating on canceling, but I'm like, nah, promised her I would. And I'm like, oh, I also gotta do my dishes and pay my rent, so I went out and did some chores.
Gotcha.
Got out of here.
You don't ever feel obligated to join me on here. I have been meaning to do a few just on my own. Because I mean, I used to stream on my own. It's not gonna be that different. But like, I can totally do this. I love hanging out with you. I love having you here. Hopefully this doesn't trigger a cutscene. But yeah, no, absolutely.
I probably will.
If you need like a night to just do whatever, I'm not gonna fucking rake you over the coals about it.
It's fine. It's more of a principle thing for me. I'm a type of person where if I say I do something, I do it, because when you say something you're gonna do and you don't do it, at that point it's like, what's your word even worth, you know? So I try to stick to keeping what I say and doing what I say I'm going to do. If there's something like I absolutely can't get out of, then it's unfortunate that I have to break that word, but try to keep to my principles, because what are we without principles, you know?
Get that, and I respect that. I also am totally understanding that things change, and like, you have to take care of you, and I don't mean that in a selfish way, like, only look out for number one. I mean, a lot of people
I get where you're going with that, but then again, it's more complicated than that. Like, I am a very selfish person, and I would be like, alright, no, I'm not going to do this, but if I didn't want to do it in the first place, I would have told you I wouldn't. I was like, nah, I'm good, I can't do it tonight. So.
Enough. Yeah, no, I always feel so, like I'm such a people pleaser that I have to learn to say no, even if, like, maybe I've already said yes, but that day I'm sick, or I'm having, like, a flare-up with something, and, like, I have to learn to be like, if I push myself...
Beastmen of the forest are supposed to be strong, right?
Oh god, they're talking.
Better be ready.
I was like, what?
The
way that turtle swims.
Such a fucking stupid turtle, I love it. What's wrong with this goddamn turtle?
I mean, why does he have goggles? I mean, he's a turtle.
That is an excellent question. Why does he have a flag on his back?
Well, he's gotta mark himself, you know? Make people where he's coming.
I think...
Otherwise, it looks like a moving rock.
I feel like they'd see the moving rock, though.
Nah. Blends in. What's that? Swimming island? It's got a flag. Never mind. That's cool.
Aw, man, I have to go all the way around. I'm going the wrong way. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm just really bad at establishing boundaries, and like I have definitely been known to push myself to the point that I am out of commission for weeks because I just went too hard instead of just saying, hey, circumstances changed, I can't help you do X, or I can't be there for, you know, whatever. So like I will absolutely understand if something comes up, and even if you just like need a night off, like, do you just let me know?
Yeah, of course. I most definitely will.
Also, I don't want to gloss over the fact that you think you're a selfish person, because I have literally never gotten that vibe from you, and I have known you for over 10 years. I think you probably have selfish urges, but that literally just means you're human. I have never known you to act on it when it mattered.
I don't know, I feel like I'm a very selfish person. Like, I like my own space. I don't like sharing my space. That's pretty selfish, you know.
Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
I was worried when we heard beastmen.
There's in, like, we get a lot of we were talking again.
Yeah, they do that.
Friendly at least.
This town folks seem friendly at least.
Not all
Until they
beastmen are
attack.
Fighters like those earlier invaders.
So we get holiday gifts at our office, and I've had to go into the office quite frequently. Today and like last week before the winter storm. So I've been stealing all the snacks, man.
Dude, I can't fault you for that. We have all worked shitty jobs, or like, you know, who are you stealing from, really, at that point? Corporate?
Yeah.
Like, they can fucking take it, I promise.
Like the good snacks. Like the fancy. I don't know where these one people, but there's this one customer that likes to send us these really fancy desserts, and they are delicious. And I have no idea where they come from, but they're like these foreign, flaky, but they have like this glaze on them that make it. It's just really good. Like I can't even describe how it looks disgusting, but when you bite into it, it's just like a burst of flavor, sweetness, and it's got nuts in it. I think like it's very nutty and flaky. I don't know. It's very good.
Nice.
I wish I could remember what they are.
No idea. Not gonna lie, this scared me a little bit. Was not expecting that.
Tried to turn around and seeing that. Ugh.
So, our town is peaceful, we refuse to fight. Simultaneous mages came a little while ago, but when they realized we wouldn't attack, they left for the forest. Okay. Oh, Jesus!
He looks like he's. They look like they're about to attack you. The town is very peaceful.
No.
Somebody's gotta tell you they're peaceful. Are they peaceful?
That's a fair question. I don't know. I suppose when you look like that, you might have to put out a disclaimer. Like, yes, I know I look like I'm going to eat you, but I promise you that I'm not.
As they're sitting there crouching over you. I'm peaceful.
I'm peaceful. Oh, that man! My husband ran off to join the king of Ferulia's cause. Why is he so quick to take up arms?
It's not what I thought. She said at first. Oh, that man stole my husband.
So they're not quite finger ears, but she also has very, very strange ears.
Does. I did notice that too.
It's cute though. No, she also has the ears. Okay.
I think I found it.
Apparently not hand of forces.
Yes.
We're heading into the woods. Okay. I'm trying to remember. So I came from there. It's always night in our forest. That's the moonlight town of Mintus for you. So we're in Mintus. Cool. Wow, human travelers?
Trafficking?
Please not that.
Right.
No, thank you.
That is like the one thing that gets my blood boiling is human trafficking industry.
I have to sneeze. I'm really sorry. I have terrible timing. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Yes, human trafficking is super, super bad. Hate that. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on the subject.
Don't recommend.
0 out of 10, don't recommend.
I don't know, I think it was just the influence of the shows that I watched growing up. It was always very prominent in all the cop shows and stuff like that.
You watch a lot
Criminal
of
Minds and
SVU.
yeah, all that stuff. Like I would get so angry and my blood would boil and I would just.
Lots of wares to browse.
Maybe that was also another reason why I just avoid all men.
Yeah.
That had a big impact on it.
I can lean a little man-hatey sometimes, and I'm working on it. But God, you literally just have to live as a woman, and that's about all it takes to be like, men don't love that. And I want to be one of those people who gives every person a chance, and obviously I'm bisexual, so I'm I do like me a nice fine specimen, but God, just as a whole, I love that quote that we love men individually. It's from Mary Poppins, but as a whole they're rather stupid. Men as a group doesn't thrill me. Individual men, love them. Fantastic. Usually 10 out of 10, depends on the man. But yeah, no. As a conglomerate, I'd pass.
Yeah, I can work with them, I can be friends with them and whatever. But when they start to hit on me or try to do anything, I get the ick real bad. I'm like, no, associate with me, please.
I mean, to be fair, you are at this point. as far as we have like established in conversation, my understanding of it is that you are an asexual lesbian romantic. So
Yeah, basically, yeah.
hitting on you, giving you the ick, like, yeah, that just makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, I had no idea. Like, there's a couple of my coworkers where I'm very unguarded around, and we had brought on a new guy like in like March of this past year, and so he's almost been there for a year now, and I haven't really hung out with him for like one-to-one and like group setting for extended period of time. So I'd see him in the office, we'd greet each other, whatever, chat for a little bit, and we'd go on our way. But then at the company
Come again. Welcome.
thing that happened up in Mommy at some golf course, he just kept feeding me drinks like all night, and like I'd refuse, and he'd go get me another drink and hand it to me. He's like, here, try this and whatnot. Like at one point there was 4 drinks in front of me that I had just not touched at all.
That's good.
And he was getting kind of aggressive, and then finally it wasn't until my other coworker was like, hey, you know she's gay, right? He's like, what? That he backed off. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, I don't know how he got the vibe that I was into him. I'm just being me. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then it wasn't until later that I started thinking back on all my interactions with my other coworker, where it wasn't until I told him that I was a lesbian, because guys, they just don't get the message when you tell them you're not interested.
Yeah.
So like, I told him I was a lesbian. He was super shocked about it. Like, I don't know if this was coincidental or whatever, but like a month later he quit. So I don't know.
You know what? At that point, you count your blessings.
Yeah, like it was like, is it me? He said he was going to stay around, and then next thing I know, he put his 2 weeks in and was out. I'm like, okay.
Alright.
I don't know, maybe. And then when I was telling my other coworkers about it, how I was getting a little nervous around the guy who kept trying, like, pushing drinks on me, and they're like, it's like, he's married, I just think he would have any interest. Every single one of them have wives. They're like, nah, marriage doesn't really count for anything. I'm like, okay.
Hey. Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
I've learned to put my guard up more now.
Totally fair. Do what you gotta do to stay safe.
Welcome.
I love it when men, I hate it, but I love it in a funny way. When men are like, marriage is the worst, you know, oh, I hate being married, old ball and chain. Like, who put a gun to your head to make you marry this woman? And also, studies show that married men live longer and marriage enriches their lives, like, actively. Women live less long when they are married and have a worse quality of life. So, why are you the one bitching? Like, where the fuck do you get off?
Yeah.
Additionally, on the whole, you know, keeping safe from men, I love when men, same kind of, like, I love when men like to use the defense of, like, well, without men, who would protect you, women? You know, you're the weaker sex. Who would protect you and keep you safe? Sweetie baby angel cakes, who are you protecting us from?
Other men.
Other men. Like, Christ almighty, do you not see the issue here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're very contradictory.
It's like they can't see the forest for the trees, and no matter how you explain it to them, they just don't get it. And it's like, I don't have the energy to waste trying to get this through your fucking head. Like, I'm just
But
gonna...
I don't mind working with them. I don't mind talking with them. They're fun to hang out with, fun to interact with. But then when they just,
And obviously...
when that comes to amorous jizz is when they become disgusting.
that makes sense in your situation. There it is. Like, I like being married to a man. I have a great one. And obviously men are not a... I already stayed here, right? Yeah, I did.
Come again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save anyway, because we're about to leave town. Men are not a monolith. They are not, you know... I have conflicting feelings about the saying not all men, because obviously it's not all men. Like, no woman in their right mind thinks that it's all men, like every single one. But again,
Right.
as a group, you don't have a great track record. And people who do say all men, I think tend to do it for the shock value. It's to get the point across. It's to say something that riles you up so that you fucking pay attention. Because no matter, like, anything else we say, you're just not listening. You're not paying attention, you're not getting it. So yeah, we're just gonna start saying the absolute crazy wild shit so you fucking perk up.
Yeah.
Like, women are out here fucking dying, being assaulted. Like everything is fucking terrible all the time. And we need y'all to get your shit together.
We can find the moonstone in this forest.
So yeah, we're gonna say some crazy shit.
We do not have to fight the
Yeah,
beastmen.
sure. Like,
We will do what we must.
oh, it's just, I don't know.
Do we want to call a night here, or do you want to keep going? We did just save.
Yeah, I think this is a good saving point.
Okay. Sounds
So.
good to me, fam.
Alright.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you. Have a great night. I hope you enjoy your book.
Yeah, same. I love talking to you too. Well, talk to you later. Until next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.